Good morning and thanks for joining me. Hi, my name's Kathy. This morning we're going to do a hybrid look with my favorite cream makeup, Seint, along with the cushion from Riman. What you're seeing right now is a squeaky clean face with nothing but moisturizer and a little bit of Plush Prep Mist all over my face to get my face in shape. My eyebrows, I've touched my eyebrows up. I have laid my layer of base over my eyelids, so there's no color there. It's just ready for some shadow. I like to do my shadow first, so we are going to begin with the Seint shadows. And again this morning, because this is the last chance sale, I'm going to use from the palette that is at the end of July. If whatever's left is going to be gone. So if you like any of those colors, and you can click on the website and you can go directly to the little top banner that says last chance. Those are the ones you want to concentrate on. One of the ones that I stocked up on is Paris. Paris is leaving. It's on the pink side. And you know my girl's pink hair. I mean, I got a pink shirt on, so yeah, definitely. So all I'm going to do is put a base of Paris all over my lid. Notice the tapping motion. Why? Because that's the way we do mature eyelids. We tap it in just to get some coverage. And once that is done, then I'm going to take still the big end. And now I can do windshield wiper, you can do circles, you can do whatever you want. You're just making sure that the full eyelid is covered. Now, if I'd really zoom in close, if I had the capabilities of doing that, you'd see I don't have any color up here. And that's okay because I normally don't put color there. And then I'm trying to decide which color I want to use next. I think I'm going to go into a little bit of Havana. I never used Havana until I did a whole week series of 2-color eyeshadows. And no, it was 3-color eyeshadows. And Havana was one of them on there. I couldn't believe how much it made my eyes bluer. So what we're going to do is we've picked up a little bit on the fluffy end again, tapping it out here on the outer third, and now we are just running it at the top. We're not doing the whole eyelid. We are simply adding this as an accent color out there. That's all I need on that. And this is the reason our shadows last so long, because you put so little on them. Don't forget your cleaning tile. I always take my cleaning tile and go through at the end. So what you're seeing on there is really a clean brush. You're just seeing it stained. Let me pick up the brush that I like to use for blending. This brush is from my stash. It is not a Seint brush. I've had it for years because it came with a palette that I liked. So there you go. That's the reason I'm using it. Now I think I'm going to go into Mija. I hope I said that right. I love this color. And this is also a last chance. Now Mija, instead of the big end, I'm going to go with the small end because I can control it. This one's potent. Again, load your brush like this. Look at that. That was like 2 taps, right? And I'm going to dab it just like you've seen me before. And this looks like a backward 7. Can you see that? Once I have it on, then I flip to the fluffy side and I'm going to blend. And I'm moving it towards the center of my eye without taking it all the way over. The purpose in using Mija is to give my eye a lift. So look at this eye compared to this eye. Can you see that this one looks higher? And it's simply an optical illusion of where I place that shadow. We're going to do it again, a couple of taps. We'll do it on this side. So I tap it down, backward 7, making sure it's there. Flip to the big side and blend it. Love, love Mija. The first time I used it, I used too much. But look, both eyes now appear lifted, and it's a great, great little cheat. Now, one of the other colors that is leaving the line are all, well, actually not one, but all of the powdered illuminators are leaving the line. I have always used one in my palette to add just a little bit of sparkle on that lower lid. So what I'm going to do is I always pick it up with my finger. You can see this one is well loved. That's all pan that I'm hitting there. So I'm going to pick it up with my index finger, and I'm going to put it right there on that lower part of my lid, come over towards my nose. And the reason I use my finger is because I have more control, but I also get more sparkle. If I try to do this with a brush, it takes forever and I never get it built up to what I want. So let's do the other eye, same thing. Just pick it up with the other finger, and I know you can't see what I'm doing because my hand is in the way. But look at that. Do you see how that brightens my eye? It just perks it up, right? So the only thing we have left to do is mascara, and I'm going to wait to do mascara. Now we are going to go in to the cushion. So some of you have been asking, like, what's going on with the cushion? I mean, I thought you loved Seint. I do love Seint. And I want to give you an opportunity to try something else if you so desire. For some people, working with the creams can be a challenge. I don't know why, other than the fact that it's so different than what we have used in the past. And we're used to a liquid, we're used to a powder, but we're not used to a thicker cream that comes in a tin like this. And so for some, they just really struggle. So I wanted to show you the skincare company that I'm using also has, it's called the Cushion. The Cushion is a hybrid. It is a cross between a cream, a liquid, and a powder. So it's all three wrapped in one, but the best news is it's encased in skincare. So for those of you that are very interested in skincare, this will be a great thing for you. Now, I like the packaging. I'm going to tell you, this is easy to throw in your purse if you're going away for the evening and you just want to touch up. You know, sometimes when you eat, you might feel like you've disturbed it. This is great. You don't have to have a brush because it comes with its own little pad. So let me show you. Mine has been open for a couple of weeks. When it first came, it was so juicy. I used the pad, and you can see how much came on the pad. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's never going to dry. So what I did in the beginning was I put it on with my 3D brush, and now I'm back to using my sponge. So in order to get the product, I need to push a little bit. And now I am simply going to tap it all over my face. And you see me go up underneath my eye. I have such a small amount of product on. Now the cushion only comes in 5 colors. It's not hard to color match you for this. We are told that they will be bringing out additional colors, but until now, we can get you matched to go with your color, especially if you send me the name of your current Seint color. It's not a problem at all. Now, the cushion is $55, but it comes with a refill. So the product is in the base of this palette. At some point, I'm going to take and flip that sponge over because there's all kinds of product on the bottom of that sponge. But when it truly gets dry, I will be able to open it up and put in the new refill. It's a pretty genius application. And you can see this is a little different than what I've been using. I'm going underneath my eye because what I've discovered is this doesn't crease. And I'm putting this all over. So let me come down here on my neck, which I'm going to blend because I'm going to do a hybrid look with my Seint. Okay? How's that look? Let me look in my 10X mirror. I'm asking you. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's been a morning. Okay, so I'm looking. Looks like it's blended. Looks like it's blended really good. Just need to put a little bit above my eyebrow. And I can actually take that over my eyebrow. It's not going to take anything off. Okay, let's see here. Yep, it's good. Now, it's sort of like my skin, but better. If I truly didn't want to do anything else, I can stop right here, put a little bit of lip color on, and be good for the day. Oh, I got to put my mascara on. But seriously, this is a good coverage. It's light, it's airy, it doesn't feel heavy. It's kind of amazing. So I want to share that with you. Now, what I'm going to do, though, because I have to go get my hair cut today. It's time, right? I'm going to continue to use my 3D technology, and I'm going to use my Seint. So I'm going to pick up my contour down here at the bottom. I'm picking it up with the powder brush that is Last Chance, guys. Don't let this one get away. And I almost feel guilty because you know what? I never used it. It was in my kit, but I never used it. And I'm not quite sure why, other than the fact that the name threw me. And that's the reason I've tried to tell my clients, forget the names of the brushes. Forget the names. You need to use the brush for what you need, okay? So I'm going to put it up here. And some people ask me, why do you do your forehead? I don't really have a big forehead. But as I get older, my hairline is a little bit receding. I mean, I don't think it's going to go completely that way, but there is a little bit of the fact that it's a little bit longer than it used to be. And so all I'm doing here is just putting a little bit of dark on either side of my nose, and look, without even adding the bright shade, look what that does. Now, you can also take this down on your neck. You can chisel out the jaw, okay? And I'll just flip it over to the other end to blend. I'm not going to do any blending right now. All I'm going to do is go into my brightening shade. So this is the one you typically see me put underneath the eyes. I'm going to pick it up with my smudge brush, and I'm going to tap it right along that dark trough. How many times have you guys heard me talk about my dark trough, right? But that's where I carry the darkness on my eyes. I can look at a photo that gets taken in late afternoon, and they're there. So I guess that's my version of a 5 o'clock shadow. I don't know. So we're going to come down the nose, a little bit on the Cupid's bow, and then we're going to lighten the chin area. Whatever's left on the brush, I just kind of tap into my marionette lines, okay? And I'm ready to blend. It's that simple. So I'm going to go back to the powder brush, and I'm going to start up there, and I'm just going to pat that in because I don't want to move that product. I just want to squish it. Yeah, I just want to squish it so that it gets out a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to soften that darker line that I've got on either side of my nose. I'm going to pick up my smudge brush, and I'm going to use the other end, and I'm going to just blend that bright shade underneath my eyes, on the inner and the outer part of my eye. And you see that I'm just not putting anything underneath. I got great coverage from the cushion, so I think I'm good to go. Okay, I'm going to blend it. A little bit more there. All right, let's give ourselves a little bit of cheek color. My favorite color of all times. Last year it was pink grapefruit. Then they came out with Marrakesh. I've had a love affair with Marrakesh all summer long. I kid you not. And the fact that this is on the Last Chance, I can't tell. I just can't. I don't want to tell you how many I ordered, but it was a few. Okay. Put it on with your finger, or if you truly want your lip color to last a little longer, use the multitasking brush. For mature women, this is great because you can actually line that lip, and by putting it on